Welcome everybody to Froggy Friday. I know
Thank you again.
people are coming in slowly. I'm so excited to see those of us that are here. Today is Friday, February 28th. Can you believe we are at the end of the month? Where did
And the
time
beginning of the
go?
new one.
Then the beginning of a new one.
And a
Well,
better one.
and a better one. Hello, Christopher. Welcome. I love that. A newer and better. And I don't know if you guys do daylight saving time. I don't think you do it in Africa, but we're getting ready to head into daylight saving time where the clocks change for us and we spring ahead. And the days are already getting longer. And the light, when I wake up in the morning now, it's actually bright and I'm not walking in the dark. So lots of things are happening. Beautiful things are.
Actually, we don't have time changes, particularly in Kenya, because we are right at the equator. And we are about 6,000 feet above sea level, which means, again, cool temperatures. Like now, we are about 25, 28 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
And so, if anything, there will be time change. Will be in South Africa or in Egypt. But really, in general, we have the same time zone throughout the year, same number of hours per day, 12 hours, maybe 10 30 minutes difference. We are summer throughout the year.
Thank you for that, Gatonga. I appreciate that education. Really, I do. Because we're constantly dealing with times here when we're meeting in this beautiful Zoom environment.
Our
So,
seasons, our seasons are basically either it's raining or it's dry.
so
And
I'm coming in a week and a half. What am I coming to? What's my weather going to be when I'm in Nairobi?
it will be like, I think it will still be in the dry season,
Okay.
but it will rain towards the third week of March.
Okay.
Although
Well, I'm not prepared.
although with there's not really anything to prevent you from doing anything. A little bit to
Okay.
splash and there.
Okay. I love this
In,
update.
in,
Let's
in,
get rolling. Let's get rolling,
Thank
Gatonga.
you. Welcome again. This
Thank
is
you,
your
my
home.
friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Alfred. Hello, Christopher, Christine. So good to see you, Najiri. I'm so happy to see everybody. I want to start our beautiful gathering, our time together. I want you to know that we're going to do a treatment. We're going to do a meditation. We're going to do some singing together. I'm going to deliver a message. We have some information about our gathering and our time together when I arrive in a short few days. And so we're going to start off with James, who will do treatment. I will sing us into meditation, and Karen will do a brief and short meditation, and we will start our morning, evening. Go ahead, James. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Reverend Barbara. I request that all of us, we sit upright, humble ourselves, center our minds and spirit. As I know with certainty that there is just but one God, one spirit. That spirit is in me. That spirit is flowing through my entire body. It fills each and every cell of my body. It saturates the whole of me. This spirit has power, the almighty power. This power, in fact, is visible in each and everything I see around me. It is the one exhibited by the sun, by the heavenly bodies, by all that which in fact is on earth and beyond. This is the power that animates all the vigor, all the energy that is in surface, that is noticeable, is of this power. This is the power that is present in all. God is omnipresent. It means in each and every spot in space and point in time is filled by nothing other than the presence of God. I'm saturated in God. We are all swimming. We are all moving and having our being in God. We are God incarnate. I now claim for our meeting that that power of God we call love is embracing all of us, is expanding us, is filling us with joy as we come to realize more and more of that which is and we have not yet known, as we come to have an opening of our minds, of our hearts, and all that which is invigorating is renewing us, is invigorating us, is rejuvenating us at each and every step, and fills us with joy. I leave this to the Lord, knowing that it is already done. Done even before I said it was already done. And all of us, we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
And it is in that stillness that we've answered the call, where we acknowledge the infinite mind, where there is only wholeness and oneness. And as we take this deep breath and settle in to that silence, we open the door of our mind and our heart and our soul to the infinite possibilities, where we, as co-creators with God, choose with total freedom our experience, our understanding, and we're open to this service this morning, breathing right here, acknowledging our presence is a gift, shared freely. And in acknowledgement of the one mind, we envelop the world in peace, freedom, love, and joy. And we take that deep breath. And we turn to become 100% present right here and right now. And so it is.
Thank you, Karen. And so it is. And thank you, James, for that beautiful treatment. I love when we get to drop from the head into the heart and just expand all that we do when we come together. I'm so grateful. I have lots to share with you guys today, but I want to start us off as we do things together. When we sing together, we breathe together. And when we breathe together, we remember and recognize that we are one. So today we're talking about limitless mind and infinite possibilities, and we have had our beautiful souls James and Karen, who did our treatment. She will also do our benediction for us. So, are you ready? Buckle up your spiritual seatbelts because we're going to start singing. Come on. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another, born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one, we are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another, born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. Take it up. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another, born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. When it's all said and done, we are one. One. Oh, good morning, good evening, happy day, everybody. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, I trust that we have marked our calendars for Saturday as a community gathering, March 15th, and Saturday, let me open up my calendar. I think it's the 22nd. We are having community gathering. We are having opportunities for you to bring your family, your friends, your neighbors to join us. Here's the caveat. Here's the thing. We need to know how many people are coming. So there's a list going around, and you need to add your name to the bottom of that list so we can have a count. So make sure you do that tonight before you go to bed, or first thing in the morning once you've connected with your friends and your family and your neighbors, and you can say, hey, come and see what's going on in my world. This is how we roll. Rev Barb's visiting from Canada, and I want you to meet her. There's opportunities, so many opportunities for so many things that we're doing. So mark March 15th, beware the Ides of March if you're a Shakespearean, and March 22nd as well as a full community gathering. And those of you who are doing other things with us, there's still other things going on. Don't question that. Okay, take a breath, take a breath. I want to tell you that in just a few short days, we're going to be together, and I can't wait. Well, my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside my door to come and see my spiritual community who I love. Okay, enough. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm not sleeping. And Reverend Gwen sends her love today. I spoke to her yesterday as an update. She had another treatment yesterday. She's feeling good. She sends her love and incredible gratitude. I want to tell you that there's something really, truly special about visiting a Science of Mind community in person. That's why I'm so excited. And I told you, I'm coming, and you need to register. You need to register for those opportunities when we come together to gather. And if not, please let us know that your attendance will be missed, and we will still deeply value you just letting us know. But I want you to know that there's something powerful, as I said, about the energy of shared intention and the warmth of connection and pressing some flesh and the joy of learning that we create together to create an atmosphere unlike anything else that I've ever been part of. And when we gather in any space, even in this space, in this right here, we transform this Zoom room into a sacred space by not only listening, but learning, and we get to experience the power of that collective consciousness. So my goal is when we come together in Kenya, that we all leave our time together, every breath that we take together, every minute, whatever we are doing, that we leave feeling inspired, uplifted, and just deeply connected to something even greater than ourselves. Because we're going to create a sacred space and a place where we're going to nurture our dreams, where our ideas are going to take flight, and where we are reminded that we are never alone on our spiritual journey. So who's coming? Who's coming? Hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Who's coming to those meetings with me? All right, James, you and I will be the only ones there. Okay, Mathoni's coming. Okay. It's going to be a celebration of love and party. Jack's coming. Hey, I want to ask you, two of you, are you in Karuku? Is that where you, Nakuru? Is that where you guys are? Jack and Mathoni, Nakuru?
Yes, we're in Nakuru. Yes, we're in Nakuru.
Nakuru. Because I'm going to come and visit you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Karibu.
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Karibu.
I just happen to be that way.
Yes.
So okay. Thank you. And Anastasia. All right. I know we're all going to be. Thank you. I know we're all going to be together, and I'm so grateful for it. We are talking today about limitless mind and infinite possibilities. And I titled this, The Power of Thought, Creating the Life of Possibilities, because this is a life that we get to create together. So it is such an honor, truly an honor to be your co-spiritual leader of this amazing community. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm coming and you're like, okay, sure, come. You're so welcome. I'll invite myself everywhere. We are living a spiritual truth, though, friends, that there are infinite possibilities and life has to offer them. And I want us to grab them together. And that's what we're talking about this morning, this evening, is limitless mind, infinite possibilities, limitless, never ending, infinite possibilities. So pay attention at the end because there will be a test. No, I'm joking. You know, I said we gather here in this little Zoom box. And out of it, our attendance makes up a community of seekers, of believers, of learners, and a boundless power of mind. And today I want to explore that profound and simple truth. Our thoughts shape our reality. I know. I say it every Froggy Friday, but I want to make sure you're really hearing it. Our thoughts shape our reality. And today we're choosing mindfully to gather together in spiritual community because we recognize that there's a power in coming together in faith, in love, and in shared wisdom. And in a world, especially these days, that can often feel fragmented, this community, our community, your community, serves as our sanctuary, a space where we can uplift one another and celebrate our growth and find every reason to grow in unity. Yeah. So I believe that together we amplify the energy of transformation. We remind each other of our divine nature and we support one another in aligning with this truth and love and possibility. I really believe that. And it's in this community that we get to deepen that understanding together. And we get to encourage dreams and co-create a life of joy and fulfillment. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I know. We're living in that world that, as I said, can be unpredictable, overwhelming, and even challenging. But friends, there's one thing that we always have control over. Do you know what that is? I just said it. Who's going to speak up or raise their hand? There's no right or wrong, just right or left. What's the one thing we all have control over? You can unmute yourself.
Thoughts.
There's a couple.
Thoughts.
Yes.
My thoughts.
Yes. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. The teachers get a gold bell, a gold star. Oh, that's so true. Our thoughts. In this philosophy, we learn that thought is creative. And just as a farmer sows seeds and in soil and fertile soil and expects a harvest, we too plant the seeds in the garden of our minds. What we cultivate within that will eventually manifest in our outer world. So there's power in thought, and there is magnificent power when we add thought and action together. In Kenya, in CSL Kenya, we have seen the power of that vision and belief, and we've witnessed it transform lives. I don't know if you guys, do you know a Nobel Peace Prize winner, Wangari Maathai. She was the first African woman to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Do you recognize that name? She believed the power of one person can make a difference, and she planted a single tree, then another, and then another until the Green Belt movement restored millions of trees, yeah? And empowered thousands of women and changed the landscape of your country. And it all began for her first with a thought and a vision that she had in her mind. And I know someone in our own community who does the same thing. Christine, our ministerial student. Yeah, put your hand in the air, baby. She goes around to different communities, her communities, and various communities teaching the same thing. Why? Why does she do it? To make a difference. What thoughts are you planting in your mind today? Are they thoughts of fear, doubt, limitation? Or are they thoughts of love, abundance, and boundless possibility? Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, if you guys are just, if there's a couple of newcomers here, I wasn't sure. He taught us that life is a mirror and it will reflect back to us what the thinker thinks into it. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I don't know if any of you know that song. Here's the thing, you know, Spirit speaks to me through song. Can you tell I'm really excited about coming? I'm pumped. I'm like revved up. The power of thought is not limited to individuals. It transforms communities and nations, entire countries. I don't take for the story of Terry Fox. He was a Canadian back in the 80s, and he was in remission from cancer. And Terry Fox set out to run across Canada to raise money for cancer research. He had lost his right leg to the disease. But despite that, he was a determined athlete, and he ran almost 5,500 kilometers. How many miles is 5,500 kilometers? I don't know, actually. You guys do miles. Somebody can look it up. But he ran about 5,500 kilometers, and that added up to almost a marathon, a full marathon a day for 143 straight days. That's amazing. He repeatedly affirmed that no human is limited. That was his affirmation. No human is limited. And his belief became that reality. And that's the power of unwavering thought, friends, and faith and determination in action. When we transform our challenges into opportunities, our life changes. I said it. I want to be real. Life presents challenges. There's economic uncertainty. There's personal hardships. There's societal struggles. And sometimes it can make us feel powerless. I've said this to you before, and I want to say it again. What if we saw those challenges not as obstacles, but as invitations to grow? And I think the last time I said that in a Froggy Friday, weeks and weeks ago, Christopher spoke after and he said, oh, I'm really hearing this for the first time. What if instead of saying that is impossible, we ask, how can this be possible? Let's bring this closer to us in Africa. Let's bring this concept home. When I started working with you 5 years ago, I didn't know what the M-Pesa was. I didn't understand how that money mobile system worked. So I looked into it. And it was what I determined and found out and discovered that it's a revolutionary mobile money system. In a world where traditional banking has been out of reach for so many, somebody in Africa had a thought, what if people could send and receive money through their mobile phones? That single idea transformed the entire financial landscape in Africa. When we shift our thoughts from limitation to possibility, we begin to align with that divine intelligence of the universe, and we open doors where there were once walls. Are you feeling me? Come on, somebody recognize. Come on. All right, James. All right, Claire. Okay. Okay, I see you. I want to make sure we're connected. This idea, this principle can also be applied to our personal lives. Think about a time in your life when you faced adversity. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you faced rejection. Maybe somebody said no. Maybe something wasn't being done the way you wanted it to be done, or you encountered setbacks. Now, reflect on those moments that shaped you. Did those moments push you towards a new opportunity? Did they help you develop resilience? When we shift our perspective, we see that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. We bless money when it comes. We bless money when it goes. We bless life when it's challenging. We bless life when we're celebrating. That's the role of faith and affirmation. Faith is the bridge between the thought of reality. Faith is the bridge between thought and reality. It's the thing that brings it together. It is the unwavering knowing that what we discover that we want is already taking place. Take a breath. It's a lot of information. We affirm our truth with words of power. For me, instead of saying, I am struggling, I declare I am growing. We are a growing community. Instead of saying, I am lost, I affirm I am on a journey of discovery. Our center is on a journey of discovery, and we've never been there before. What we're creating is something brand new. And so we have to affirm things together. We have to affirm that we are open to infinite possibilities unconditionally. We have to think with clarity, with wisdom, with love. We have to remember that we are co-creating our lives, our community with the divine, and that it is unfolding in perfect harmony. We have to remember that abundance does flow easily and effortlessly into my life. Karen Drucker sings, money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I got money. I walk around singing that song all day if I feel like I'm struggling financially. Spirit is my source. We have to affirm that we are healthy, whole, and thriving, not just individually, but as a community and collectively. Science of mind teaches us that our words carry vibration. There's a vibrational frequency that creates our experience. And when we speak words of power into our life, into our community, into the world, we are reshaping that reality. Sometimes it seems like it's taken a long time. Sometimes it seems like we have no control. Sometimes it seems like we're actually out of control, and will something ever happen? I always say God's time, not my time. That helps me harness practical steps to get that power of thought that I'm wanting to understand the power of thought and how I can apply it in my life. And I do that with some really simple practical steps. And it's all practical steps that we preach, that we espouse, that we talk about in every class, in every meeting, in every connection that we have. When we are together on the 15th, there's an opportunity for a discovery class for you to bring your friends and your family. And we're going to talk about affirmations and how they change your life, and how to begin each day with a positive affirmation. For example, if you have a really important meeting and you're nervous, if you're doing a talk, or you're doing a workshop, or you're doing a book study, or you have to go to work and present something, here's your affirmations. I am confident, I am prepared, and I am capable. This sets the tone for a successful day, yes? Then we talk about visualization. I actually see in my mind how things will outpicture because I'm planning it. If I dream of starting a business. That's how I started all of my businesses. I dreamt of it. I pictured myself running a thriving business. When we moved into our home 14 years ago, I would drive by that home and I took pictures of the building, of me outside the building. And I took pictures and I slept with it underneath my pillow for months. And looking at these pictures, that was me experiencing and feeling the joy of my success and receiving what was yet mine to come. I didn't know when it was going to come, and it took a long time. We practice the gratitude makes a difference. Gratitude to me, you've heard me say it a lot. My religion is gratitude. I'm so grateful for all of the hard stuff. Doesn't mean I don't get frustrated. Doesn't mean I don't have pissed offtivity. Doesn't mean I get exhausted. All of those things. I still have gratitude for those things. And it takes away from my focus from lack to abundance. Each day, I write down things that I'm grateful for. And it's usually those things that have caused me great challenge or angst, because I know I'm growing. I know I'm expanding. I know I'm preparing for something. Just as I would appreciate something as simple as breathing in fresh air, or the meal that I had, or the support from a loved one, I bless my hardships. And then we get to have that mindful awareness that when we pay attention to our thoughts, if you catch yourself thinking negatively about, I'll use finances as an example, because I said it early, money flows to me effortlessly, and I am financially secure. Spirit is my source, and money comes to me in known and unknown ways, because I think I know where it's coming from, and then it'll show up in some other way. This gets me to stay open, and it shifts my mindset of abundance. Then I get to surrender myself with positivity. That's you. That's our spiritual community. The people and environments that we immerse ourselves in influence our thoughts. And if you aspire to be a writer, an author, then you better start spending time with some writers. Join some book clubs. Get engaged with some creative individuals and stay inspired. And here's the one that is really magnificent and powerful, and probably the biggest thing for me. It's service and it's giving of my times, my treasure, my talents, my good. Did you know that giving to others elevates our spirit, and it aligns us with that universal flow of abundance? If you want to experience more love, volunteer at a charity, mentor a young person, perform random acts of kindness. Giving love invites more love into your life. It works with everything. It works with absolutely everything: finances, relationships, health, all of those things. I have somebody at the Center for Spiritual Living Kelowna. He calls himself the gut guy, and he brings me pickled cabbage every week because he wants to take care of my gut. At first, I thought it was strange and weird, and don't worry about my gut. I got it covered. My gut's good. He loves me, and he's passionate about his work, and he wants to spread that wellness because he recognizes that that keeps him well. Do you understand? It works in every relationship. We can get frustrated. We can get tired. We can get burned out. We can feel like we're hitting blocks. But if we stop loving, if we stop sharing, if we stop being who we truly are meant to be, that's when we're going to come up against that block. So as we leave this room today, this beautiful Zoom room that we have created into our sacred community space, can we commit to carrying with us a renewed sense of awareness? And it's this, that we are, all of us, not just me, not just you, all of us are living in the light of possibility, limitless, endless, possibility. Limitless mind, infinite possibilities. And if we remember every thought that we think is a seed planted in that fertile soil of the entire universe, and it will say yes. We will choose our thoughts that uplift, empower, and inspire. We will stop gossiping. We will stop speaking poorly of others. We will stop thinking poorly of others. We will stop speaking poorly of others. We will, and ourselves, especially ourselves, gentle, gentle, gentle. We are powerful beyond measure. And the challenge is we forget that. Your mind is your sacred space and your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. So we better choose wisely. And here's the great thing. We better choose joyfully. And when you forget, because we learn and because we come together in community, we hold each other accountable to choose boldly. And together, that's what makes us even stronger to create our community. So as we step forward, let's embrace life with confidence, knowing that we are limitless beings creating with the divine. We're creating with God. God has extended an invitation for us to come and co-create our lives with it. So whatever dream you're holding in your heart today, nurture it, believe it, and take action towards it, inspired action towards it. I was at a global New Thought meeting this week that I participate in, that I share in our greater organization. And I was reminded that their goal is to create an intersection where consciousness becomes action, where prayer becomes movement, and where spiritual principle becomes practice. We, us, are the activity of bringing that into reality. So I thank you, and I know our paths are filled with infinite blessings and people. I cannot wait to come and be with you and press your flesh in, let me tell you, hold on. Let me tell you how long. 1 week, 5 days, 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 48, 47, 46 seconds. I'm coming home. I love you. I can't wait to be with you. Abundant blessings. So what we need to do, friends, is we need to reserve, we need to fill our name out. If you're coming to those events, those community events, and if you're bringing family and friends, let us know. It will be held at the Russell House, which is in Karen, and we will be providing nourishment, not only for your soul, but also for your tummies. And Michelle wants to say a quick announcement, and then we'll take some Q&A, some questions if any of you have. Go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, well, I did remember that next Friday, March 7th, will be our new change in visioning. So instead of visioning for the center, you will have a personal visioning session, which means that you can come and the team will lead you for visioning for your life purpose, for visioning for a project that you have. And then if there's something going on in your life, either a project, an idea, or even a challenge, the What If Up team will meet with you and what if up any of that. So we have a what if up circle after the visioning. All right, so come next Friday. It's a new way of doing things. We're going to give it a try.
Well, thanks for that, Michelle. It's exciting, everybody. That's really powerful, powerful work. I appreciate that. Thoughts, questions, diagrams, celebrations? No questions about the talk? You're solid. Everybody, we see that's indicative to me that we are so wise. We are all knowing.
Inspired.
Oh, Gatonga.
I'm inspired. I'm happy. Lots of gratification on thoughts plus action inspires to move better. Thank you.
Thank you for that wisdom, and thank you for being willing to share. I love that. Okay. Anybody else? Patrick, Paul, Anastasia, Alfred, Lady T in the house? Rahema, thoughts, questions? Christine, I hope you're okay with me referencing you. I'm always so impressed and all the work that you're doing.
I'm good.
Beautiful. Okay, so we have, before we close out, Karen will close out benediction. I want to take us to an opportunity where we get to talk about our financial good and we get to do it together. So I'm going to say a couple of statements and you will repeat them after me. And I'm just going to invite you to put your hand on your heart and again, drop down from this head space into the heart. You know, if you're experiencing any heaviness of head or heaviness of heart, just allow yourself to open up in this moment. And we have affirmations that we share here in our community. So unmute if you're willing. And I will read the first line and we will repeat. Anthony, Alfred, Chris, Rahema, all unmute. I am filled with the energy of abundance.
I
I am filled.
Energy of abundance.
I am willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
I
I am
willing
willing
to
to
share my financial good with the spiritual community.
And if you're in North America, you can go to cslkenya.org. And if you're in Kenya, you can go via M-Pesa with Nancy. And is there anybody who requires treatment or clarity? Because we can add that into our closing benediction. Anthony, Patrick, both unmuted. Questions? Patrick quickly took his name off. Okay, well, if that's where we are tonight, this evening, this beautiful day, go forth and shine the love and the light you are, the peace and the blessings that we share, and the magnificence that how we expand. Thank you for this time together. Thank you, all of you. And I'll see you in a few short days. Karen, if you'll close us out, please.
And it is in this very moment that we're filled with gratitude for everything that has been said, the revelations that we've received, and our own personal participation of accepting the wisdom and the joy of living in this community filled with power, joy, peace, and always possibilities. And in that gratitude, I know that each one of us steps into our daily lives energized, or even letting that feeling infuse our dreams as we sleep this evening. We are so blessed, and thank you. And so it is.
and
And
so
so
it is.
So it is.
I had to remember that half of the people were going to go to bed. It's hard to step into your daily life.